Hello guys, this is Gibran and welcome back to my channel. Recently I made a video about not all heroes wear capes. In that video I have mentioned that if somebody have a story or any experience that he or she wants to share with the world via my channel, then they can contact me. Or other way around, I can contact them. So what happened, last week I was scrolling through Instagram and I found a post where a Pakistani girl living in Germany shared her story about how hard it was to live alone in Germany and how she overcame all the hurdles and how she fulfilled her lifelong dreams. After reading the post, I really wanted her to share her story on my channel. So what I did, I have contacted her and asked her if she is willing to share her journey on my channel, and she accepted my request. And today she is with us, and before we jump to our topic, I think everybody would like to know something about you, Gul. So, Gul, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello guys, my name is Gul. I'm a travel blogger and data scientist. I have been living in Germany for 3 years. So today Gibran has invited me over here to share my journey and tell you guys that how I reached here and how I become a data scientist. So let's get started.
Wow, data scientist. It sounds awesome. So, Gul, my first question in today's interview is about female students in Germany. As you already know that not many female students come abroad to pursue their studies because they think it will be very hard for them to live alone in a country where they might don't know anybody. So when you were coming to Germany, what were your expectations like? What were your thoughts about life in Germany in general or anything?
So when I was coming, I was confident, I was excited, and I was a little bit scared. I was excited because this everything was happening, my dream was coming true, and I was confident because of my parents. They really supported me, and I was a little bit scared because I know it's not going to be easy, because living alone, living without your family, it's not easy, of course. But I really want to share this like one small memory with my mother. I remember that when I entered into dorm and I was sitting on the bed, I called my mother and I told her that I miss you, and she started crying. And I cried too, and in that moment I realized a lot of things, and I was also panicking that, oh my god, what I have done, and finally I have to do everything myself. But in that moment, actually, I promised myself that everything will be good, inshallah. I have to stay positive and I have to work really hard, and I will go back one day when I will be something in my life. So today I can proudly say that after 3 years of hard work, I'm a data scientist. Alhamdulillah, I'm working in Cologne, in a beautiful city, and my parents are really, really proud of me.
So Gul, you mentioned that your parents are really proud of you, but as you know that many parents think that how could they send their children alone abroad, like how they will survive there. So what did your parents say when you told them that you wanted to pursue your studies abroad?
When I was coming to Germany, my parents were really supportive, and when I told my father that I got an admission, he was very proud of me, and he told me that he's going to support me. But I know that this, for me, it wasn't difficult, but I know a lot of people who actually went through from this whole kind of situation, and they actually told me that their parents weren't agreeing, and then they used to tell them that Gul is there and just look at her, she's doing fine, so I will be also doing fine. And somehow they actually came here. But I just want to give this message to every parent, like, I know that we all are very possessive, like parents are really possessive about their daughters, and it's kind of our culture as well, and it's cute as well, and it's nice as well to know this, that someone really cares about you. But it's actually really important to give space to your children, whether it's a girl or a boy, it doesn't matter. So it's really important to understand this thing, that marriage is not everything. Marriage is not like the first option, it shouldn't be like your first priority. The first priority should be your profession, that first be something in your life, and then think about that what you want to do next. Of course, the marriage is a good thing to do, but also just doesn't mean that the life is going to end over there and you just have to get married.
You are absolutely right, Gul. Marriage is not something a person should set as a goal. Everybody should first achieve something in their lives and then start thinking about it. So I believe we can leave this topic for another day. Now I have a question which somebody asked me once, that What was my first hurdle when I came to Germany? And I said it was finding an apartment in Germany. So, how was it with you? Was it easy for you to find an apartment or accommodation in Germany?
So I found an accommodation very easily. Someone helped me with it, and basically I used to live in a dorm, and there were like 16 people were living on the one floor, and my bath and kitchen were shared. So secondly, about the hurdles, the biggest hurdle which I faced in Germany was finding a job.
Oh, yes, finding a job is not a piece of cake in Germany. Actually, that was Gul's post, because in that post, you mentioned that how hard it was for you to do odd jobs in Germany and how that helped you to let go your ego and how you became this independent woman that you are today. So, Gul, can you tell a bit about your odd jobs experience in Germany?
Thank you, Jabran, for mentioning that. And I would love to talk about my job or experience because this is something that is very, very close to me. And first of all, it was very hard journey. And to be honest, it was hard, but it was actually a kind of blessing because it changed me. It killed my ego. I am a different person now. I'm more genuine than before. And secondly, I want to give this message to everyone that treat every job equal, because I know we are very status conscious people and we need to change that mentality. You have no idea how hard are actually these jobs, and I have experienced these jobs, and I know I actually give respect to every person who's actually working at our jobs right now. Please do give tips when you go to restaurant, because you have no idea कि कितना मुश्किल है सब कुछ ठीक है करना. But the second thing which I actually want to mention, कि actually also I saw a lot of people who are actually just working in Germany. So this is not good. जब आप यहाँ आते हो तो your first priority is to work hard and to complete your master's degree. I actually work at odd jobs randomly, but I used to work 30 hours at odd job and 30 hours at my university. So I was getting also experience in my field, and I was also working at the odd job, because somehow you have to cover like 60 hours per month in order to get that amount so you could survive in Germany. So this was a message I wanted to give, because I didn't only work at odd jobs. After like odd jobs, I started working at the university, and it was 80 hours of heavy. So I was working with some PhD students, and I was helping them with data analysis, data cleaning, and data science stuff. And then I started my internship at some company, and where they really liked me, and they actually got inspired because of my experience. Because when I came to Germany, I didn't just like focus on the odd jobs and and other stuff, but I also focused, and I started working with professors and like doing small jobs at university, and it actually gave me a lot of experience. So that actually helped me to getting that internship and job. So in internship I got hired for a job, and actually I got hired before completed my master's degree, before 6 months. Can you imagine? So they were actually really inspired. So this is the thing, that you have to make effort, like for everything, and just don't rely on odd jobs. And just remember this, why you came here to get that experience and to complete your degree. This should be your first priority.
That was a great journey. I really appreciate it. And also congratulations on scoring a job in Germany. And now I think I want to ask this most important question, that how did you manage to find these jobs? Like where we can find them?
So how can you find jobs in Germany? This is another big question which I get every single day. First of all, make account on Zing. For students, I would say your first priority to find a job in your university. So because they always prefer students more than anyone else, So you can ask your professors, and sometimes there is like StudIP, your portal. They have like one section of the jobs there you can apply. In every university they have this portal, you can apply there as well. And secondly, for the odd jobs, I know there are actually a lot of companies in Germany which actually hire students for such kind of jobs, and they give them several jobs. Like they have like this bunch of like they're connected with some companies like restaurants, factories, and like I used to work with Delta, so they used to work with some restaurants, some factories. So that's why I have so much experience at different places because they used to send me at different places. So I was just their agent. So this is the one thing you can do. And also there are a lot of websites in Germany where you can apply. If you want that kind of information, you can come to my blog and I can give you those links. But my first suggestion would be to find a job in your university. That's all.
Guys, I would highly recommend to check out Gul's blog. It's really helpful. I will put all the links in the description. And now, Gul, I would like to ask another important question, that how important is German language while we're finding a job in Germany?
So German is actually really important, and for me, I have done like A2 level. Now I'm doing B1 level, and it's kind of very tough because you have to give a lot of time. I won't say that I'm so perfect in German, but I can understand and I can speak a little bit, and that's it. But I'm still learning. It's very important to learn German. I don't think so you can survive without German. And actually, about jobs, I guess if you will learn German, then you have more possibilities to get a job in Germany. And still, for me, it's very important. It's kind of like a goal in my company. So one of my goals in the company right now to learn a language properly. So yeah, German is important. One more thing, I already discussed a lot of like job thing in my last question about the female thing. आप जहाँ पे आ रहे हो तो nobody is gonna treat you special because you're a girl. It's not like that. लड़का है लड़की है, जैसी भी job है वो करनी होगी. So this is the one thing I wanted to mention. So when you're coming here, just like tell yourself that you have to be really strong and you can do this.
That's a really good advice. In Germany, you can see a girl doing a construction work, so the gender equality is almost everywhere in Germany. We have talked a lot about job. Now I want to like lighten the mood, and like I want to ask, like, how did you manage between your study, work and private life?
In the start it was easy because I was not working, but when I started working, it was really difficult because you don't have time. Then you're just working, in your free time you just want to rest and you want to study. But what I used to do, that I used to travel. Like after 3 or 4 months, I always made a plan, like I will go there or there, and that was my motivation. Traveling was my motivation. I would suggest this to every student. If you want some motivation during this hard life, traveling should be your goal, because it always motivates you, and it actually brought a lot of change in my life. Yeah,
that's again a great advice, because I did the same. I don't know whether my audience I would notice that or not, but all these postcards, they are from every single city or place I have visited in the last 5 years. But good, traveling is fun, but sometimes people misses their home country. So what are the things you miss the most about Pakistan?
Culture, food, family, Eid, Ramzan.
I miss Ramzan too. That samosas and pakoras, like that. Wow, so good. Do you have any regrets from last 3 years? Like there is anything which you want to do differently if you ever get a chance?
So I would say that I don't think so. मेरे ख्याल में जो चीज़ भी होती है उसमें अल्लाह ताला की बेहतरी होती है, और जैसे भी होती है वो अल्लाह ताला ने प्लान की होती है. So I'm okay with that. जैसी भी मेरी लाइफ गई, it was beautiful, it was full of experiences, and it made me something. So I have no regrets. I cannot, in the future मैं कभी किसी को नहीं कह सकती कि तुम्हारी वजह से मेरी लाइफ ख़राब हो गई है, या मैंने ये नहीं किया लाइफ में, मैंने वो नहीं किया लाइफ में. But I will be like always confident. Whatever I have done in my life, I did it myself. I didn't ask anyone कि मेरी फीस पे कर दो. I didn't ask anyone कि I wanted to do this, but I didn't do it because I was scared. So I did everything, even though it was stupid, but I did it because I wanted all that experience, and I'm very happy about it.
Great thoughts. That is really good. Everybody should be thankful what they have achieved in their life, because maybe somebody wishes that he or she could have a life like yours. So we should be always thankful to Allah. Gul, in your blog, you always try to motivate and inspire girls. Now from this channel, what would you like to tell them? Like any advice, any message?
I just want to give this message to every girl out there, that do something for yourself. And marriage is not everything. Of course marriage is important, but make some goals for yourself as well. Do something for yourself. And if you educate a man, you educate one person, but when you educate a woman, you educate a nation. So, be yourself, do something, have this experience which I had, because this is beautiful. I'm happy, I am confident, and I know I will do amazing things in my life in the future, inshallah ta'ala. So this is a message that I actually really wanted to give to everyone.
Thank you, Gul, for sharing this wonderful experience with us today. And now, if anybody wants to contact you, then how they can find you?
So thank you, Jibran, for inviting me over here and giving me a chance to share my story. And I really enjoyed this session. And I just wanted to say that, guys, if you want to contact me, you can always contact me on my blog. My blog name is Travel with Gul, and my aim is to inspire girl. And I'm a data scientist, I'm a travel blogger. So if you have any questions related to Germany or traveling or data science, so you can always come to my page and I will love to help you. So that's all from my side, and see you again. Bye.
Bye, Gul. So that was Gul. I hope you guys liked the session. If you want to share your story experience, then contact me on Instagram or write me an email. If I like your story, then I will invite you on my channel. See you next time with another vlog. Till then, ciao ciao.